Hee Choi-sung was arrested and charged with prostitution, operating without a license, and placed on immigration hold by the United States Border Patrol. The arrest was made at the Oriental Spa on Friday, September 27th at approximately 9:30 p.m. and Sung was booked from Tae Police Department at 12 a.m. The Oriental Spa is currently shut down, and investigations by the Tae PD and the United States Border Patrol are ongoing.
We also have another major issue going on in our ports right now, and I just wanted to speak on it because I don't think a lot of people understand why they're striking. One of the major reasons I've been seeing coming out of videos and reports from people talking about it is that they get tired of hearing children screaming inside the containers. Yeah, you heard that right. The workers are striking, and one of the main reasons is they're tired of hearing humans being shipped over and screaming and banging on the inside of the shipping containers to get out. I understand we have a serious human trafficking issue in this country. I just did not think it was this bad. Never once did it cross my mind we need to be checking shipping containers for people. Can you imagine how long somebody's been inside of one of those, depending on how long they were waiting to dock? No heat, no air, nothing. I pray for the workers of the ports because I don't think they signed up to deal with people. Pretty sure they were just supposed to move cargo and goods. This is crazy, y'all.
Never seen a line this long at Costco. It's freaking massive. Something's going on. I mean, look at it, and it even snakes all the way from over there, back there, around here. I mean, it's going to take me literally more than a minute to walk all the way down here. In case there's any good samples. That's nuts. Insane.
So for those of you out there that don't know what's going on, we are having a strike, so to say, when it deals with the ports, when it deals with the people there who control and bring in the goods so that they can be shipped to every convenience store, superstore around the country so that me and you are able to buy the necessities that we need. Due to the effect of a multitude of things taking place, they're like, hey, we're not getting treated well, we're not getting paid enough, there's other problems and issues going on. We're going to go on strike up until you can clear this out, up until you can figure this out. Then in a whole nother instance, you can clearly see at Costco, people are pretty much busy like they were back during 2020 and 2021, where you saw people trying to go into stores and start hoarding a lot of things, specifically toiletries and so on, because people are in fear. They feel as though with the information that they have, that there's not much time left before something happens. So now you have an abundance of people deciding to make a move directly on the grocery stores, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Again, I would highly tell people to, in a sense, try to relax, try to calm down. Don't get so antsy. Don't go directly into the fear mode that is being orchestrated at this moment in time. But I do understand that human beings are going to be human beings at the end of the day. But that's not all.
Sidham and his son were headed up to Black Mountain. Flight tracking shows no flight restrictions in place Saturday or Sunday morning when Sidham flew through the Lake Lure Gap.
I originally left my son, co-pilot, on the side of the mountain. It was kind of unstable, so I didn't want to put more weight in the helicopter to lift back off. So I left my son with the other victim, and I was just going to take one person down at the time. And you could hear me in the video talking through with the victims and with my son what we're going to do.
He landed and found someone in charge.
Told him my background experience, law enforcement, firefighting, pilot. He immediately started helping with coordination. He gave me radio frequencies to coordinate with them on, set up a landing area for me to come back with the other victim. And in the middle of the whole conversation and them blocking the road off, I was greeted by the, at that time I didn't know, but Lake Lure fire chief or assistant chief maybe, and he shut down the whole operation. So at that point, I felt like the conversation wasn't going any further. And again, he asked me to leave, and I said, hey, I have no problem getting out of your area. If that's what you want us to do, we'll leave, no issue. At that point, I asked him, what was the reason I had to leave them there? And he said, again, you're interfering with my operation. I just need you to get out of the area. I said, sir, I don't know where you were trained at, but I know how my training is, and I'm not going to leave personnel behind. I'm going back to get my co-pilot. He said, if you turn around and go back up the mountain, you're going to be arrested. I said, whoops, sir, I'm going back to get my co-pilot. I don't know what to tell you. And he said, I'm letting you know. And at that point, he waved for 2 law enforcement officers to come over and told me that again, if I go back up the mountain, I would be arrested.
This is where we are. We're at a point in time where people need help, and you expect help to come from anywhere, right? Some people don't really expect help to come from the sky unless it's Superman, who doesn't really exist. But in this instance, in this reality, help did actually come from the sky by way of a man who was an ex-police officer who decided that he wanted to learn how to fly, and he did just that. And he's not only just doing that, not only does he have his own helicopter, but he also is teaching his son, who is his co-pilot. And while it is that they were in this helicopter, they decided to use what it is that they have in order to help out those in need, which is what I feel that every human being would want to do, or at least should do, because you never know when you could be in those exact same circumstances. So when he decided to do just that and to lend out a helping, a much needed hand, he was greeted with a thank you from the couple. But little did he know that when he was going to deliver the first person who needed help, that he was going to run into a huge issue. Out of everything that's going on, the chief of the fire department decided that it was in his best interest. I want to just reiterate that again. His best interest, that the guy with the helicopter that is there to help, that is to be a partner, to be an assist for the team on the ground, he said that I don't need your help. He said that you are currently undermining, you are serving as no usefulness at this moment in time. We got it. I have never in my life ever heard or seen such a thing dealing with a natural disaster on United States soil. I've never heard of this before. This is ridiculous. This is 1000% ridiculous that this even took place. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, let me just go back a little bit. I did hear of this once, and it wasn't a natural disaster. It was more so the fact that a car crash happened on a highway or freeway, and the fire department was coming there in order to assist to make sure any cars are not burning or anything like that, and to also give, again, assistance so that when the paramedics arrive, everything is fine and dandy. You literally had a police officer on the scene arrest a firefighter who was there to assist. Again, I've never seen stuff like this ever in my life. And it begs the question, does America really want to help its citizens? If we are in need and we have other human beings, everyday human beings that are willing to help us, why can't they just help? Why is it that supernaturally they are impeding on whatever it is that is going on? Why is it that you have so much ego and so much pride when there is no room or no need for any of that in these situations at all? You are there to help out. You are there to lend a service. You are there to pick a man up, pick a woman up, pick a family up. Why is it that we have stories such as this? Again, this is just my question. We just dealt with a natural disaster. And you have the fire chief telling somebody who can literally assist them by air that you are not needed, that if you come right back here to the same spot, I will have you arrested. When it comes to times like this, I feel like individuals, men like this, should be put in prison for the rest of their lives. Because no telling how many lives this man may have cost it. Because as the father stated, when they were leaving, they saw people on the ground waving directly to them, asking for help, waving for help, help which they could not give because if they did, they would be arrested. Like I said, this is insane. And it's amazing to me that you don't have a lot more people actually talk about this. I may just put this in a solo video later on, but it's with the rest of the videos at this moment in time. But again, this is insane. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you guys' feelings are about this story and everything that was stated in the comment description below. Thank you.